Hey, good morning, folks. Just pulled up, set up. A ton of birds, like a fall blitz down there. There's some type of blitz going on. There's hundreds of birds working over there. You can hear them all. Just set up. This rod went down and popped back up. The striper, the circle hook didn't catch. This rod slammed down, really powerful hit, and I got bit off. So this is all within a matter of like 3 minutes while setting up. Kind of same deal as last show, and but I got bit off, so I put on a wire leader, which I'm hesitant to do, but I sense that there's bluefish around, so stay tuned for this edition. Let's see what comes of it. There's a lot of bait here right now. Let's go. Look, there we go. Look, there's a touch. Geez, it's amazing. Come on, buddy, take it. Stay tuned, let's see what happens. See if we can get the conditions in before something happens. We're in between the new and the full moon, and the temperature is in 70s. It cooled off. It's been 90s all week, and it's supposed to go back up in the 90s. So it's the middle of summer, and I love this. I just people that complain about it, yeah, the humidity can get very uncomfortable, but it's summer, you know, it doesn't last long. Barometric pressure is just rising. It's low right now, but it's coming up, which means it's going to clear. It's 29.97 and rising. And we're on an east tide. And, wind is out of the west. And there's a lot of birds. I don't know if you can see them. Tons of birds, especially in this area. There's a huge blitz over there. They're pushing bait. Hundreds of birds over there, and let's see what comes of it. Looking really fishy. It's supposed to be foggy this morning, which it is, and supposedly supposed to turn into the sunny and in the 80s today. So let's go. See, now here we go. See what can I do here? Let's see, that didn't catch. Come on. They're here, boys. The hook didn't catch. He had it, and it came out of his mouth when he swam away. Guaranteed. Fish on. schoolie, little one. Let him go. Schoolies. I know they're here. When you see those kind of blitzes where there's hundreds and hundreds of birds, there's definitely fish here because there's bait here. But man, looks good. There's a few more fishermen out here today too. I didn't show up last week. It was July 4th, and there's a lot going on. Plus, I kind of really didn't want to exactly on July 4th come down here with way too many, you know, no matter where you go, it's just, I did better off not going, so. But anyway, I'm back, and apologize for not giving a fishing report last week. First time I took a break in about 4 years, I think. I wanted to relate to you guys, if you're into deer hunting, July 16th, next week, I believe, the deadline for the doe permit. So get your doe permits in Massachusetts. And also, I was reading online, they're going to do the same thing last year as they did this year as they did last year, and that is surplus doe permits. After around September-ish, you can buy as many doe permits as you want. It's continuous. That's how many deer we got up here. It's so overpopulated. Oh, and zone, I think it's 11, it's definitely 11, that's my zone that I hunt in, but 11, 12, 13, and 14, that would be southeastern Mass. Unlimited does, so, and then you get your regular $2, but get it, $2. See what I did there? But pretty, what we miss in the striper slot lottery ripoff, we gain in the doe deer category, so get your doe permits in. I hate having to relate this kind of stuff to you because I can't prove it to you, but it's, you know, I just, it is what it is. The first hit I had on this, I thought was a bite off, so I put a wire leader on. I thought it was we had bluefish. So it sat for about an hour and a half with the wire leader, and I thought, like, well, I don't normally fish with them, I'll put back to a regular leader. So I did, and I put a big old chunk, bigger than I normally put, and I put it back out there. I got this slamming bent over hit on that rod. Now remember, that's the stout rod. That ugly stick is bent over, and that drag is really tightened down. It's just barely serviceable. I like it that way here. So this fish just takes off. It's a freight train. I can't stop it. I can't turn it. And it just goes off, and it's pulling drag like it's butter. And that drag was cranked down. Absolutely, I'm honest. I would not lie to you on this. It was probably the biggest fish. It felt like the biggest fish in probably 5 years for me. Big fish. It just wouldn't stop. It wouldn't. Usually they slow down in about 5 or 10 seconds, and you can turn them. This one just kept going nonstop. So then he got under a rock. I could feel him. Oh, there's a touch there. I could feel him. He was on a rock, under a rock. So generally what I do is, hang on, there's something going on here. Generally what I do is I let the pressure off him and let him try to swim out. I did it 3 times, and it was still under the rock. And finally I put too much pressure. He sawed when I sawed, and the line parted right on the braid, which shows me that it was definitely a break in the braid. And that was a big fish, man. There are big fish in it. You know what? It felt so strong. It felt like shark. It felt like a big shark, like wouldn't stop. Either that or a striper bigger than anything I've ever caught. I mean that. I mean, I'm heartbroken that I couldn't get that in. It just was hit, then it just took off, and I've never seen the intensity of that pull. It just pull and drag like zzz, 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 and that drag was cranked down. And I hate telling you a story like this because I can't show it to you on film, but it is what it is, and it's just I gotta cool off now. So you know, the thing is, he was hooked good because it just pulled and it wasn't slipping. Nothing slipped. It's just it got under a rock, and there's either an experienced fish that got caught before and knew to saw against it. It wouldn't swim out. I gave it 3 shots. It was, you know, you let the slack go and let it swim, and a lot of times they swim out of it, you know, especially with the current going that way. But it didn't. It just kept going out that way, and it's sawing against the rock. And then I don't know. I played it as best I could. I gave it 3 times to swim out. It didn't, and finally the line gave. And I should have showed you the frayed line, but I retied it, put it back out there. But so disappointing. I promise you, I would not lead you astray. I would not lie to you. There are big fish in here. If that was a striper, that was huge, beyond anything I've caught. It just felt, I've never had a run like that. I mean, I just couldn't stop it. I couldn't slow it down. That's the heaviest rod I got, and that cranking reel, you know, that standard reel, it's just, oh man. The more I think of it, the more pissed I get. Just to have seen that, what could pull like that? I'm gonna be dreaming of that now forever. As Pete Townsend said of The Who, I may be getting older, but I'm not boring. Something I want to relate to you guys, I stumbled upon unintentionally. A few shows ago, I showed you these things. Let me just get situated so I can show you something. So they're shears, and they're for fishing and for big game. They're heavy duty. You get them at Walmart. They're inexpensive. They're well under 15 bucks. And so I was using them, and I was trimming out fish, cutting off the fins, and I kind of dropped it. And watch this. Watch what happens. So I thought I dropped it, and I broke it. And I'm like, well, the one, here we got hits again. What the heck? I can't stop for a second. So those hooks ain't freaking hooking. It's very frustrating. So they separate, and I thought I busted them, and I'm thinking like, well, that's what you get for buying something for 10 or 15 bucks. But no, look at this. Absolutely brilliant design. They're to be used a separate knife. It's meant that way. See that? It's meant to be used that way, you know? Yeah, which way do I got it here? There it is. It's meant to be. So you can, one side's serrated, one side's a blade for skinning, and it's pretty interesting design. It's meant to be used that way. So I stumbled upon it. What a brilliant idea. So not only do you have shears, but you got a knife if you need the knife for gutting and stuff like that. So Walmart, well under 15. I think it was like 8 or 9 bucks or something. And they're really well built, you know. Danco company, but cool tool. Now all I need to do is catch some freaking fish. I'm still frustrated. Jeez, if this don't get your juices flowing, I'll make a fisherman out of you guys yet. Fish on. Oh no, I got a double. Oh no. Look at this. Oh, the second one spit it. fish. All right, there's definitely schools here. I had a double. I'm glad that second one got unhooked. I would have been screwed. 29 inches. Let's get him back. One of the moments I can't believe that I am grateful for not having gotten a double. I would have handled it, but it's a lot of hope. You need someone walking by to hold the rod or pull them in for you. And, dude, you see it, it's on fire, you know. It's good. I don't know about on fire, but it's good right now, really good. So I'm out of bait, but I'm fishing right now with like the scraps that I usually chum with. If I chum, it's like the tail, like the past 3 inches of the tail. That's how bad I want to stay, but I'm out of bait, and I want to run all the way to the bait shop and then all the way back here. I should have bought more bait, but I bring what I normally bring. 4 mackerels. It's not divided into time, it's divided into mackerels. That's how my fishing is allotted. But phenomenal week this week. Even though I'm scarred for the rest of my life, I probably lost the biggest fish in my life. You only get a few of those opportunities in your life. And he broke me, he or she broke me off, whatever it was. It was a freight train. I never felt a fish. It didn't give. It just kept going, kept peeling, tightened drag almost to the limit and kept going. My drag was tightened correctly, but it was on the tighter side. But it's the rocks, and that's one of the charms of the canal. So anyway, I'm still so frustrated over that. What a wonderful thing to be frustrated over, though. I've been blessed. Ton of hits, landed 2, and had a great time, and now I got some nightmares to deal with. So with that, see ya at Spot Check. See ya. Dude, I'm getting bit on that fishtail. It's a piece of mackerel at the tail end, that big. The waist crappiest, no meat fish. See what happens. There is fish here. Jeez. Probably crabs. It wasn't a hit. It did get on a few inches though, but I'm surprised on that little piece of crap that's on there. Yeah, see? Scraping the bottom of the barrel. That's all I got left, man. That's all. I got a hit on it too. A piece of junk. And so, boys, welcome to Spot Check. And so, in hindsight of this morning, I've been thinking about it on the ride over on this side of the canal. You know, about 9 hits, 2 fish landed, and probably the fish at least of the last 10 years for me. I mean, I've caught maybe about 8 to 10 different stripers between the 35 and 40 pound range, and I've never felt a fish like what happened this morning. Generally, after the initial run of about 4 or 5 seconds, you can turn the fish or at least slow it down. This fish just kept going, so it was probably a once. You know, your imagination goes wild too. It was a 110-pound world record striper. Your ego gets up in there and everything. I'm also ashamed. I mean, I just like, I failed. But that's fishing. Now I get a dream of that. But that was truly, truly a big fish. I would not lie to you. It makes me sick. So anyway, we're at pole 68 on the mainland side of the Cape Cod Canal. And this is called the Scusset Beach Fish Pier. A lot of guys out fishing today, and it's a well-known fishing spot on this side, it's all prepared for you. You just go out in the pier and fish, and you can get a good cast right out to the middle of the canal. You can fish anything here, lures, bait, and they get everything here. You know, the fish coming by, there's a ton of birds working over here. But very popular spot, there's plenty of room here, and unless it's lights out fishing, you know, you generally follow the rules of the canal, you know, the canal protocol. You know, you take your turn and, you know, try not to cross lines and so forth. But very excellent fishing spot here, though it can get crowded sometimes when the fishing is good. So pole 68, and that would be this week's spot check. So the fishing report for this week, of course, is come on down, and it's pretty good this week. And I hope you like this version, this week's session. It's please like and subscribe, and it really helps the channel when you like and subscribe. So my name is Paul K, and if you can't make it down here to fish, come with me every week and I'll take you with me. So, and don't forget to say your prayers. We'll see you next week, guys.